What happened? Did you speak to that boss of yours? Do you know when we're leaving? Stop pacing and talk to me already. Answer my questions already.
I don't know yet, sister. I guess we're staying a little bit longer than we planned.
But how long are we staying? Why are we staying? You're still thinking with your stupid cock again. Your mind is still on that stupid girl, and now you dragged me into this mess as well.
Look, sister, I'm not going anywhere without my Erin. You should get that into your head once and for all.
You will never get her back, Aldo. Accept that.
And what does that mean?
You left her at the hospital to fend for herself, you big jerk. The place must be swarming with police. Listen to me. Stop it. Give up on her already. Let's just get out of here while we can.
Look, sister. I got into all this trouble because of Erin. And we're not going anywhere unless Erin is with us. You got that?
Fuck you and your one true love. You're an idiot.
She hasn't said anything since she returned? God knows what that man did to her then. She's in shock. She can't talk because she keeps crying. Oh, dear Lord. She looks terrible after all this. I feel so bad for her.
Susie, will you take my mother over to your house tonight when she wakes up and let her stay there tonight? Then you can keep her company, okay?
Of course. Sure. Why?
Maybe Erin will talk freely if we're alone. She might feel shy in front of you. It's going to be a tough conversation. For her as well as for me.
Okay, sure. Okay. It's not a problem. We'll go. But Mason, how will we convince your mother to go? You know that she's convinced Inez is coming back. I barely convinced her to lie down for a bit. We can't get her to move an inch from the house.
Where are you going?
I need to find a phone and call the hospital. I need to find out how Erin is doing.
Aldo, have you lost your mind? It's swarming with police outside. Can't you make the phone call from over here?
Oh, yeah, let me do that so the cops can find us more easily. You hear me?
Do you want to get caught, Aldo, huh? Thank God we have somehow managed to come this far. You should quit pushing your luck. Oh, now that looks good, Aldo. Completely unrecognizable disguise. What an idiot.
An unidentified corpse was found this morning on the Soraya coast, and the police are still on the scene collecting evidence. The body was discovered by a passerby on his morning walk and reported to the authorities who arrived shortly after the call. A detailed investigation is now underway, and the police have no comment. According to the latest reports, the body was carrying an ID belonging to the driver of Layla Sarman Ozdemir and Gerald Ozdemir, a man by the name of William Toklu, whose family also resided at his employer's home. Security forces are working to determine the victim's identification, but they have also stated.
What happened?
Layla's chauffeur was found. He'd been missing for a few weeks now. It turns out he was murdered.
What? Who murdered him?
I think he might have been in on it.
On what?
Kareem's abduction, what else is there? He probably was working with the men who kidnapped my nephew, and then they murdered him in cold blood. I mean, once he had played his part, they got rid of a potential witness. I bet they killed him.
They might have. One wouldn't want to leave any witnesses.
Kenny is back to you.
Kenny, what did they say? Is it your father? It's not? Is it Kenny? Is it your father?
My God, you said this wouldn't happen. How did they find him? How did it wash up on the shore like that? I thought it was at the bottom of the sea,
God's
Father.
will, I guess. How should I
Minnie
know?
says it's God's will. Father, are you crazy? How can you tell me it's God's will? I am completely screwed, Dad. What do I do now, huh?
How will they ever know it was you? You don't need to be so scared.
What do you mean they won't, Father? Everything's going to be revealed. I told more than 1,000 lies to everyone. It's all going to come out anytime.
Kenny, dear, drink some of this. Come on, come. Here, try and drink this. Kenny, what happened? What did they say to you? Was it really your father?
They don't know yet. The test will have to confirm it for us. They took a DNA sample to compare with the bodies. They said it would take about a week for them to have results.
So you didn't actually see if it's your father, huh? So why are you crying if nothing is certain about this? Kenny, you have given me such a huge fright.
It's okay, Elma. It's
How
okay.
should I know anything, Mom? My nerves are completely on edge.
Of course they are, my son. You were at the police station the entire night. Oh, God, why is all of this happening to us, Mrs. Layla?
Stop. Don't get yourself worked up.
They were all acting a little weird. It's as if they all knew that it's definitely Dad, but yet they didn't want to say anything.
Don't say that, Kenny. God forbid, don't talk like that.
No, I'm sure that this can't be right. Keep the faith. We don't know anything for sure yet. Let them finish running the tests. That's when we'll all know for certain.
Let's figure this out logically first. Don't lose your head about this
What on
now.
earth do you mean, don't lose my head right now? When should I start to worry, huh?
Nothing is certain yet. The man has been at the bottom of the sea now for days. The fish must have eaten his body by now. Only the bones must be left. Besides, they haven't been able to identify the body. If you'd only taken his wallet, all would have been okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Dad. I'm sorry, but I don't kill people every day like you do. I don't kill people every day, so I don't think to take the guy's ID and wallet.
If we could only figure out what other evidence they might
And
have.
how do you suggest that we do that?
I have a few people on the inside. They can ask and find out what's going on.
On the
for us.
inside?
In the police force.
I don't want that. I don't want police or anything else involved in this, understand? I don't want those people
Then there's
involved.
still an easier way. You can go to the house and find out what's going on.
But how can I go back to that place, Dad? I'm unwelcome in my own house. And besides that, how will I look at all them in
Because
the
you
eyes?
have to. You'll do it the same way you've done up till now.